So, if of course we all know that the universe is infinite, there is no limit to it, but for the sake of understanding, I am just drawing this picture. So just consider that as being a universe, and suppose this is the earth, we are a part of the universe, and that's us, or that's whoever, right? This is the part of the universe. This is gonna be actually Fred Flintstone's car. So, or let's say we want to attract car or home or whatever in the life. That basically is outside in the field of energy. But if we look at the atom, would be, so it would be life force, actually life force, not life force, life force, light and information. Okay, the information part of it is what we call the manas here. So for example, if I were to explain that, everything being information at a distance, being outside in the subatomic world. So let's say, for example, if we are thinking about the Ferris wheel at the Santa Monica Pier, okay? Think about it as being just information, because if it was within your head, if it was in your conscious brain, then I won't be able to see it. But since it's a collective consciousness, everybody outside is able to see that. What it does is, when you bring that image in your heart, when you put your consciousness on it, it comes into your environment and you start seeing it, you start envisioning it. So basically same thing, like when you want to attract something in your life, you are working with that, right? So now you, of course, you're going to ask me, how does yoga have to do, what does yoga have to do with this? The yoga works with the energy or the shakti, and that's what is written down here. This is or any another coffee place, right? So you make a choice that happens in the mental field, and your kriya shakti is the one that actually the physical work that you do. So now you are using all the three energies to work towards going and taking that activity. No matter what activity you are going to do, it is always going to be in these three activities. You have to use all the three energies. So suppose if you get up in the morning and you have, let's say if we have three energies, right? And 100%, let's say just like your cell phone basically. If your cell phone is charged 100% of your all the three energies, your mental force, your spirit force and your physical force, if all of them are charged, then you start using that physically. If you start doing the physical exercise, so if this is body, this is mind and this is spirit, then each one of, like say if you are doing a lot of exercise, then this will start coming down here, right? But your mind activity, your mind is still fully charged. So that is the reason that when oftentimes that we are trying to sleep, we have a problem sleeping, because the mind is still churning. That is what. So you have to use all these three energies for us to be in balance. So when we're talking about body, mind and spirit, we are talking about body, your conscious brain becomes, mind what we call, becomes a part of the body. And then comes the mind, which is the field of energy outside of you. And your spirit, it's outside of all of that. So that's basically when we are talking about consciousness, either you're talking about this energy, either way you look at it, there is only one source of energy, there's only one primordial energy. Out of that primordial energy, then it turns into the transcendental energy. How I explain is like the shakti, then it starts taking shape. So the energy, in the sense we are talking about, let's say the water turns into the clouds go into mountains, turns into rain, comes into river, so that whole cycle is there. Or the water, we turn it into ice, for example, or then it melts. Then so it's just a different level of frequency that it is at. So that's basically what we are talking about. Now yoga is what we are talking to figure out how these three energies we can work with them, right? So and the scientist or any inventor is thinking about, like for example, when I get my thoughts, my spirit comes to me about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the night, I don't know why, but so I always have a book next to me. I wake up, write notes down, and then go back to sleep, and I'm doing that in my sleep. When I wake up in the morning, I try to make sense of it. So that's how my spirit sends me the messages. Or any inventor, for example, if you don't know anything and you are looking for an answer that is outside of you, that is coming from the field, right? Or it is coming from somebody else's subconscious mind, what we call telepathy, right? Or it is coming from your subconscious mind. It is in the layers that you have a pain or something that you are hiding. Let's say when I actually went through divorce, that was a lot of pain for me that I was holding back, but it later comes, it comes up, out of nowhere. I'm sitting and talking to somebody and this thought comes out of there. So it is like either somebody's thinking about me or it's coming from my subconscious mind, so that is there. And then of course you have the five senses. So if you touch something, then the senses, or if you smell something, like mother's apple pie, or you pass through in my case it's the In-N-Out burger. One of these days she's going to convert me, but right now I might as well enjoy my freedom. So that's the basically you smell something or something, you have the association that you smell or you touch something or you look at a car. That's the visual, one of the five senses that you see. So those four places, right? Got it?
Thank you.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Raja, so explain this. So when you are thinking, let's say you're thinking about somebody, and coincidentally they live in New York and we live here, and you're thinking about this person, and they coincidentally were thinking about you.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that what you're?
That's the second part. That's the telepathy part of it. That's what's happening in the field. But in the field, all what we talk about, the Akashic records, all the information, whatever from the inception to the terminus, is always going to be in the field of energy. Because the scientists now, of course, you might agree with that, everything is information. It's what we look at this, it's basically like that. Okay. The problem that happens to us is the information coming, they say it's about 4 billion bits per second. So when you are, and that's in a static position. So if you're just standing here, the information coming from the universe is 4 billion bits per second, right? And your brain is capable of processing only 2000 bits. So the rest of the information is around you. For example, at this moment your attention is only on me. So as long as you are thinking about me or looking at me, I am present. But you don't think about the car is there, but it's not in your consciousness at this moment. But as soon as you shift your consciousness and you start focusing on the car, boom, it comes into existence. That is what the quantum science is telling us, that nothing actually is there until and unless you put your consciousness on it. The consciousness, in other words, is just awareness.
Thank you, Raja. It was very, very good training, very understandable. We're looking forward to be on your training again. Thank you very much.